Happy Sunday. I almost said happy Friday. Oh my God. Oh my God. Welcome to Sunday night. You've made it through yet another week in 2021. Yay, you. Whoop, whoop. And I've got some questions. I've got some announcements. But before I go any further, here's the PSA. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know that I needed to hear this on Wednesday and no one was there to tell me. But Froze, if you ever see it in real life, it is literally nothing but frozen rosé. And if you look at it, it looks like a wine slushy, meaning that all that ice in there looks like little ice chips. Ice is generally made of water. This is not the case with frosé. To make frosé, they literally take a bottle of rosé and freeze it and then shave the ice, the frozen rosé off into a glass. And I did not know this. So if someone had told me this on Wednesday, I might not have been as aggressive as I ended up being because it tastes delicious. And I might have had too many on Thursday night, which is why I didn't do the live stream on Friday. Back to school booty. So I'm sorry about that. But yep, frosé is literally nothing in that glass. But frozen rosé, that frozen stuff you're looking at, is not normal ice. That's frozen wine. Meaning it's the most alcoholic drink you'll ever consume. So tell you that because no one was there to tell me that before I got myself into a whole lot of trouble. So that's the PSA. I have also come off of probably one of the best weeks of running I've had in a very long time. Now, some of that is, despite the hangover, some of that is reflective of my personal life finally calming down. Like a lot. There's a big hump and we've jumped over it, I think. And it's almost like a big exhale as I start moving back towards not normal, but less crazed. So if that's where you are, or you're not there yet, or there's a part of you that's like, I'm having trouble with motivation, I'm having trouble. What you're having trouble with could just be life. And there's not actually a problem with you, but there are problems that you have to deal with. So please don't make whatever situation you're in a judgment of who you are or what you lack. Let me do that. And I'll probably tell you, because I'm really good at that. I'm objective when it comes to you. And I think you're awesome. And I also think you're way too hard on yourself. In those moments when you're saying, I suck, I'm not doing this right, I'm not doing enough. My answer is, well, it's not the running that you're not doing enough of. It's the resting that gives you the capability to do other things that take care of yourself. Are you exhaling too? Thank you. I love that. I appreciate that. Exhaling is a lot. It's like, you don't realize, I've said it before, it's kind of like the Green Mile where he exhales and all the flies go into the air, and it feels different than that this time. It's just literally like, I didn't know I'd been holding my breath. And I feel like the worst that could have happened has already happened. But as soon as I say that, something worse is going to happen. So rather than think that way, I'm just plowing forward. And I ran more this week than I've run in forever, which means I didn't touch the Peloton at all. And that's okay too. I think I ran 60 kilometers or something ridiculous like that, which I know from Pokemon Go and the eggs that I've been hatching, not specifically from any run. I know I ran 8.3 miles yesterday. And then today I just wanted to see how far I could go. And I made it to 6 miles and was like, you know what? I don't want to run anymore. But Sarah Seberg right now, and I see a comment popping up. So you actually kind of inspired this, Sarah. Sarah is training for a Grand Canyon hike. And Chris Zarnock, our podcast editor, is going to be doing something similar later this year. And they've been doing a lot of walking and a lot of hiking. And I was like, you know what? Walking is a workout. I don't feel like stopping. I just don't feel like running anymore. So I'll walk for 4 more miles to a 10-mile day. And that for me is huge. I haven't had 10 miles in a single day. And I haven't done it yet in 2021, to say the least. And 10 miles was a short, long run for me in years past. So wherever you are, walking is a whole ass workout. Don't forget that. And it's not any one thing. You're absolutely right. It's the cumulative sum of all the little things. And there have been a whole lot of little things. Like in my drink, there's a whole lot of little ice chips that were not actually water. It's wine ice. I did not. Anyway, so just there you go. Slushies. Always ask from now on, if you're drinking an alcoholic slushie or something that's called frosé, ask about the ice. Gosh, I wish I'd done So my Friday was actually probably more of a self-care day than I've had in forever because I haven't had a hangover in forever. I mean, you guys know me. I don't drink much and I don't drink often. I just can't. I've got 4 little kids, man. Having a hangover sucks, and I'm a lightweight. So this would to have a day off, so to speak, was kind of incredible. So I'm like, wow, I needed a day in bed. Take the day in bed without the 5 glasses of rosé, which is the equivalent of an entire bottle of wine, which I wish they had told me I'd drink 3 instead of waiting until that stuff started to melt in my belly. But anyway, PSA, A-OK. Now you know, knowing's half the battle. And here, let's find out some other stuff as I look at everything you've submitted for Ask Away this week. Yay! One more thing. So not next weekend. Actually, yes, next weekend. When is October the 2nd? October the 2nd is when we're all going to get together. If you have not joined it yet on Strava, we are going to do a big run. We're going to cover what it would take in a car to drive from Helen Bermudez Foley, sorry. And I've told you, I've got 2 friends named Helen Foley with the B, the middle initial letter B. So we're going from Helen Foley in Pasadena to Amy Wilson in Berlin. Next Saturday is October the 2nd. It's Grand Canyon Day. So Sarah Seberg's going to be able to get a whole bunch of miles toward the Berlin Marathon total because it would take us 44 hours in a car to drive. So we're trying to get 44 hours of activity. Everything counts. Anything counts. Doesn't specifically have to be running and absolutely can be hiking the Grand Canyon. Yeehaw! 21st, 21. Oh, speaking of which, October is ready-esque. So Sarah, I think I sent it to you guys to look. If nobody has time to double check it, don't worry about it. I will just go ahead and put it up and we'll let the chips fall where they may. Because better messy. 21 miles. Yep. Oh my God. Wait, your thing is 21. You're hiking 21 miles. I don't know how I didn't quite process that, but I'm processing it now. That's double what I did today. Go you, Sarah. I mean, I probably knew that. It didn't hit me as we got started. So of the 44 hours, Sarah's probably going to complete most of them herself. That we need to get toward the total. So we've already won because we have Sarah Seberg. But I've always said that about you, Sarah Seberg. We're winning because we have you. We're absolutely going to win next weekend because we've got you hiking on the same day that we're trying to cross the country in a car. Do not forget to send us, and I'm going to be sending out another email reminding everyone to do it. Don't forget to send us what song you would add to the group playlist if you were in this car with us driving, because we gotta rock out a little bit. It's going to have to happen. What song would be on the playlist if we were crossing the country all together? So October is ready. I'm going to, if no one has time, because I'm guessing everybody's getting ready for their big whatevers. It's cool. It's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and push it out. But if I haven't heard back from anyone by tomorrow night. So again, no pressure on. It's just, we didn't start the fire. That's a great song. Wind starts. So October is going to be up really soon. And yeah, I know. I can't wait. I'm going to be trying to make one of the Spotify playlists that we can all share. I've started a corporate account and I'm trying really hard, but tomorrow is a holiday. So bear with me. I'm going to do as much as I can, but this is all going to be contingent upon you guys sending me your songs for the playlist for the car ride. That's not actually happening as we virtually cross country. Yay. I can't wait. I'll be taking notes of that. We didn't start the fire and I can't wait to hear everybody else's playlist. I can't wait to hear your submissions. Either email them to me at mk@fitnessprotection.com or put them in the comments in this video, and Aaron Harkness, the amazing Aaron, will go through and make sure that nothing is missed. Yes. Yes. Ah, good pick. I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Here we go. October's ready to go, and I hope everybody likes the song and the theme behind it, because so the theme for October, the theme song is Eye of the Tiger, because I like to say that October, you're kind of like in the middle of the storm. The storm starts in September, and then October just disappears. And it's not because anything happens in October, but rather it's like the storm is circling around you and you're just being carried all the way through the month till Halloween. And then the slide into the holidays starts right after that. So October in and of itself is never like this huge challenge, but I feel like you need the eye of the tiger, like Rocky, like I need trumpets, get me out of bed and out of the door. It's literally going to be my alarm for the month of October. Dun, 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 dun. That's what my husband is going to have to hear at 6:30 when my alarm goes off. But yeah, so the theme of October is based around Eye of the Tiger, and that was decided before there was an announcement that we're getting a second season of Tiger King, which, I mean, it's terrible and it's exploitative, but God, we need it. I need that and more Ted Lasso in my life. So can we talk about how great Ted Lasso is, by the way? I don't know if you guys are enjoying season 2 as much. It's a bit more introspective than season 1, but I just need more nice in my life, and I love that it's there. I love that it's there. And if you're looking for more suggestions for nice but not too cheesy in your playlist, there is I can't even believe I'm going to suggest this, there's a Japanese reality show where they take 9 strangers or so and put them, so it sounds like the setup for Big Brother in America, where you're thinking there's going to be like Jerry Springer style, like knockouts and punch outs, but what actually happens is watching them try to like live harmoniously and problem solve. It's really nice. It's beautiful, actually. I'm like, whoa. That almost gives me hope for humanity. And I'm not, as someone who's lived in Japan, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not trying to hold it up one country above another. That's usually gross when Americans tend to do that anyway. But I will say that the production values, the producers of this show, instead of trying to make something really scandalous, tried to make something really harmonious, and it shows in every aspect of the work, and it's just really, really nice. Plus it has subtitles, so I can't do anything but watch the show, this really, really nice show, and read the subtitles as it goes. And there's something about that forces me to be more present in that moment than anything else that I do, without like a whole lot of plot points. Like if you like look away for a second and come back, like you haven't missed anything big. I don't need that kind of pressure. So there you go. I'll find the name and I'll put it in here, but it's just a really, really nice show. Anyway, here we go. Weekly wins. If you don't need more nice in your life because you've already got enough, let me tell you, you done won, y'all. Double winning if you already knew what I just told you about Froze. I'm really embarrassed. Even Nakia was like, "You didn't know." I'm like, "I didn't know it was literally frozen." I just thought it was a slushy. The slushy, as we all know, is not pure cherry syrup. I wish it was. It'd be better. Always. Anyway, so here we go. Weekly wins and rebuild. Emily Sorensen had a great week of running after being in a running funk for quite some time. I hear you, girl. I love it. She was excited to feel fresh and to enjoy running again. And I think you have some new tights too. Did you get some rainbow tights? I got some. So not only did I get the rainbow tights, it got me all excited. If you guys remember that from a couple weeks ago from Monday Motivation, I just found rainbow flip-flops. And I'm so excited about these. I'm absurdly excited about these little $30 sandals that I found on fitflop.com. I don't even know like where Eye of the Tiger's favorite. Yay! I love that. And what's on yours too, that makes me so happy. I love it. So I found these are really cute rainbow fit flops that are on their way to me. And I wish I had them now because my feet are really sore. But that's one of the fun things about being in a running funk. It justifies some purchasing rainbow things, because rainbow things will always get me out of a funk, or the things that I sort of like, I will let myself do that after I go for a run. And then you end up going out and having a really good day. There's nothing quite like it. And I'm glad that this has helped get you out your funk. Emily Sorensen. Ooh, you're funky. I'm funky. I'm going to have to say that next time I'm in a funk. I'm funky. Anyway, ever and maintain. Karen Schluter ran 16 miles, which was her longest and best run in over a year. Me too. Not on the 16 miles part, but on the longest and best run of the year. Well done, Karen Schluter. Well done. Yay, yay, yay. And I have to give a holler to Dan. So Dan, his race was almost said Steamboat. Steamtown. I live near Steamboat. The Steamtown Marathon did get canceled, and Marine Corps has been canceled. I don't know if you guys saw that. There have been several cancellations, and so Dan just switched his date and has kept on going. And he's also through the other side of an injury that could have taken him out of marathon training this cycle. He made really good choices, including all of the nutrition choices. If you guys don't follow him on Instagram or see him or haven't friended him on Facebook, you can see the gigantic array of food that he took with him on his most recent 22-mile long run. Very proud of you, Dan. Very excited for you. That is awesome. Rainbow is not the brand. There are Rainbow brand flip-flops, which I had no idea, but this is Fit Flop. Let me see if I can find it here. Here they are. Okay, there's the link. They're so pretty, and you can see the rainbows on the side. And when you wear them, I'm super excited. Super excited. I like rainbows a lot. Rainbow polka dots will always be number one. Rainbows, I'll take them when I can get them. All right. So congratulations to Dan, congratulations to Karen, congratulations to Sarah Seberg, who is really ready for this big old hike. Sarah Seberg, who's going to single-handedly get us to the 44-hour mark. I think you'll do going to do a lot, carry a lot on your shoulders, Sarah Seberg, and I love you and I'm proud of you. I love having you on the team. Okay, now we get to the questions. In rebuild, is it true that hill work is secret speed work? Yes. The areas where I usually run are really hilly, so I don't tend to do accelerating as much as I do on hills to raise my heart rate. So remember, the secret to speed is strength. When it comes to hills, they're going to make you strong because it takes more force to pull your body at any speed up a hill. And naturally, you're going to slow down. If you've ever been in a train and the train has started to go up a hill, the train is going to slow down quite a bit. Or if you've been on a roller coaster, it goes uphill, it's going to slow down a whole lot too. The human body is going to do something similar, meaning we're to get the same amount of force, you're going to have to slow down quite a bit whenever you're going up a hill, even a smaller one, and you can tend to feel it. So yes, when you're running in hilly areas, that is secret speed work because it's gonna make you stronger, and the secret to faster is stronger. But that's why it's the whole idea of speed work is a misnomer. You need a good solid base of strength before you go out and do hill work or speed work. Reason being, if your glutes aren't firing, then you are pulling yourself up the hill by your shins and causing dysfunction there rather than letting your booty push you up the hill or stabilize you on the way back down the hill. Same thing if you're going around a track and you're trying to do speed work. If your glutes aren't firing, then your knees are going to be stabilizing and your shins are going to be doing the work, and you're going to be striking the ground with a lot of force that your booty was designed to take, and you're going to be asking your ankles and knees to take it instead. So it will make you stronger for sure, but rather than attacking every single hill or every single flat area you see and telling yourself it's speed work, just get proud of yourself for being like, I did this run on a really hilly area. F the speed. I was a little bit slower than usual, but yay me. So as long as we're keeping the perspective where it needs to be, doing stuff is good. Don't forget what you set out there to do. It's easy to take an easy run and throw it away if you're worried about on an easy effort day how slow you're going. But it's like, oh, my body will forget to go fast. No, it won't. But if you try to force your body to go faster than it's ready to go, or do work that it isn't ready to do, you're going to tear up your knees. And then that is going to ruin your running career. So let's not do that. Yeehaw. Hi, I've been training in the same brand, year, model of shoes for the last few years. Once I found something I like, I bought quite a few. I know your world, as my kids like to do now. I see you. Mine was the Brooks Pure Flow 2. I bought God knows how many on eBay that I could get my hands on. It's my favorite shoe ever, until we had a new breakthrough in running shoes in the past few years. And now it's like the New Balance V1180. That's a great shoe. I love that shoe. That shoe makes me really happy. So I don't know if I'm going to be buying like 10 more. I'm kind of looking around saying like, ooh, Hoka's got some pretty stuff. I want to go try that out too. So I hear you. But anyway, back to your question. I've been training the same brand, year, model of shoes for the last few years, but now my race is next week, and I just noticed that my last pair of shoes is wearing through the soles. The type I have is several years old, and I can't find the same ones anywhere. What should I do? Get new shoes. Buy new ones and hope for the best, or run my marathon on worn out shoes. Please don't run your marathon on worn out shoes, because it's less the sole that I'm worried about, but the insole, and the insole is hard to see. The midsole is impossible to see unless you literally take the shoe apart. So if the sole is already completely coming apart, then you are probably not going to be in very well positioned on race day. My 2 cents, go tonight to a running store if you haven't done that already, and talk them through your dilemma. That we have a Roadrunner Sports here. Their people are not quite as good as the Boulder Run Company people. Boulder Run Company here in Denver, they just like to talk shoes. And the The closest that I can think of is Jackrabbit Sports in New York City and on the East Coast. I don't know about Fleet Feet because we don't have one out here. That's an East Coast thing too, I think. East Coast and the South. But let me tell you this, advances in running shoes, as someone who is like old and grouchy and is like, they don't make them like they used to, and I talk like I'm 100 years old sometimes, this last year has really seen some breakthroughs in running shoes. Oh my God. The New Balance, I didn't love the Fresh Foam when it came out 5 years ago. Everybody else was like, this is amazing. I'm like, it's okay. It's amazing now. They've changed it 2 or 3 times. The formula, I'm sure I'm mangling that. They've changed it around 2 or 3 times, and now what they've gotten is really good and it works really well. Remember, in the past, if you've been with me for a while, you've heard me say what I like in a shoe is not that much on the bottom and less than that on the top. I want like no cushion anywhere. Anything that's cushion is going to be either weighing it down literally or adding squish, which makes you strike the ground harder. And they've sort of gotten around that with the New Balances. So yes, please go try those out. Brooks Running has some really amazing shoes. If you check my Instagram at Coach MK Fleming, which I've had to make private, but if you're not following me yet, go follow it and I'll let you see. I tried on some running shoes the other day and I put that up on my Instagram, and they look wild, and they are wild, and they feel great. So go try on the weirdest, wildest shoe you possibly can. From someone who never thought I would find true love again when it came to shoes, I found like a couple real nice polyamorous relationship going on with shoes downstairs. I love them. They love each other. I'm happy. I've never been that person where I'm like, I have one and I'm good and I'm done. And now I'm like, I have 3 and they're perfectly replaceable. And I love each and every one just as much as the other. And no one gets jealous. It's really great. So even though you've got a week to go, and this is my final note on it, these new shoes, part of what makes them so great is that there is next to nothing to break in. Running shoes 3, 4, 5 years ago, you had to break them in because the flexibility of the midsole, like the shoes you would get were kind of harder, and then over time they would soften up. When you buy them now, they're already pretty soft. Yes, there's going to be an adjustment curve, and I wouldn't go for something drastically different. Go in and try a bunch of stuff on and find something that feels good. And you might be surprised at how little breaking in they actually need. Because I would bet that in this new crop of shoes, you're going to do better than in something that could fall apart at mile 12. Or even worse, mile 21. Imagine your shoe like having a hot spot in the bottom at mile 21 and you're like 45 minutes, an hour left in your race and you can't go on. That's the worst. Let's not get there. So that's exactly what I would do. Sarah Seberg, there you go. The Seberg rules. That's good enough for Seberg. Yeah, it's what we need to do. Check out your local running store. Go in and play with brands of shoes. Odds are you're going to be better off in something new than something that's already in trouble. So that's all the questions, all the comments. Don't forget, Froze all day. Yeah, only if you go super slow because that ice in there. It's not water. But now you know knowing's half the battle. Get new shoes, feel coached and loved, get really excited. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Monday Motivation is going to be coming tonight. And all of the codes for October is probably going to be up. I'm saying tomorrow, which means it'll probably be Tuesday. Y'all know me. Do the best you can. Tomorrow's the day off from school. Somehow missed that too. If you have an extra day off for your kids that you were not aware of, God bless you. God blesses everyone. May we get through another week. You're coached. You're loved. And if you're here or watching it later, I love you. And let's keep winning at life. And congratulations and yay. And thank you to all the runners who've come back in the past week. I have missed you. I'm excited that you're here. Yay, yay, yay. Where's that button? There it is.